Whoa, what's up? When I bought this car about 4.5 years ago now, I got 2 keys with it luckily, but this key, the buttons have never worked on. This key here just recently stopped working. I tried reprogramming the keys, but that didn't do anything, so I have to assume the batteries are dead. These were never designed to be opened up, but the batteries changed, but that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open them up, change the batteries, see if we can get these working again. So I don't know how BMW sealed these together, whether they glued it or just heated the plastic and melted it together, but they did not make it where you could open it up. There's no little clips or anything. So I think the best course of action is to take a box cutter and slide it down the groove until you can cut through it and get it open. But I have an old key fob right here. I ran over this with a lawnmower one day. I had to get a new key for my 330 from the dealership. So I'm going to try and break this apart with a screwdriver just to see if it's possible or how it's held. Now, I'm just messing up the key right there. I'm trying to pry it open, and you can see where I'm actually just messing it up. That's not doing anything. So that's not the way to do this. I got it open. There's the battery. Yeah, it looks like they just glued it or something. So I don't want to mess the other key up. It's actually, you could buy these key fobs, these covers, blank keys online for cheaper than that battery is. So if you do mess it up, it's not a problem. You can always just get a new one and snap it together on your new battery. There is the battery right there. Let's go ahead and take the razor and open up my key. This is the key I like for some reason. I'm going to open this one up. I'm just going to take the razor and keep sliding it around the key, around this groove. I'm going to work one side at a time until I could open it up. That battery is a VL2020, and you got to be careful when buying the battery because the pins are 90 degrees apart. Sometimes the pins will be on opposite ends of each other. You need the 90 degree apart pins. They're going to stick in the back right there. So let's remove this battery and put the new one in. So to get that battery out, I have to take the soldering iron, heat up the solder right here to allow the battery to fall out. I am no professional. Just because I own one of these does not mean I know what I'm doing. But let's go. There it goes. Push that end out. There it goes. Now I just got to shove the new battery right back in and heat the solder up to make it hold in place. I got the new battery in, and it widens up right here on the edges, so it doesn't sit as nicely as the factory battery did. It is a different brand that I got, but this should work. Now that I got the battery in there, I'm going to go hit the buttons and see if this works on the car. I'm probably going to have to reprogram it, but I'm going to go hit the buttons just to see if it works. I'm going to give this a quick test. I don't know if this will actually work. Oh look, it worked. That's beautiful. I thought I was going to have to reprogram the key, but just changing the battery alone, and it works right away. Alright, let's go put the key together. Now that I got the battery in and I know it works, and put this back together. Just slides in there. Can only fit one way. And I'm going to use Gorilla Glue to hold it together, just little dabs all the way around. Hopefully you can do a neater job than I'm going to do. I'm going to end up getting glue everywhere and glue on my fingers. Look, it ain't coming out. This is a brand new thing of glue. I'm mad, I just opened this. I really did just open this. Is this thing empty? Oh, they robbed me. Look at this. I just opened this. I just opened that. They robbed me. I bought an empty thing of super glue. I got more around here. That's cold. Before I go inside and look for more glue though, I'm going to take a toothpick and just try and get a little and dab it around the edges. I'm getting glue everywhere. Hopefully you do a neater job than I do. And hopefully you actually have glue in your tube. Look at this. Well, I'm going to glue my fingers together. Just get a little bit all the way around. This Gorilla Glue actually does work when they give you glue. This all goes back to Harambe, huh? This is how the gorillas are getting us back. I think that's good. So I got the key glued back together. It's not the prettiest job. Maybe I'll do a better job when I do this one. I got ZHP written on the back of this key because I got a 325, a 330, and a ZHP, and that's how I tell the keys apart because they all look alike. So I'll write on the back of them. It works. Let's go use it. While I'm back here in the garage, I just want to show you what I got going on. That right there is a whole box of car parts for my ZHP. Going to be taking the whole intake manifold out. That's just some ambient lighting for under the dash. I'm going to show you all about adding the fuse to the fuse box. That's going to go in this car. I got a reverse dash cam mirror. That's going to go on my wife's Z4. I already got one on my ZHP. Got to put that in her Z4. I have brand new leather for my seats for this car. I haven't even opened the package yet on that. I've just been really busy. The weather's bad. I work 50 hours a week. My wife works 50 hours a week. I got to work night shifts sometimes. But all this stuff and more will be happening. That's awesome. The key works now. It hasn't worked in about 2 months. Now I won't have to stick the key in the door handle and unlock it and lock it all the time. That hasn't worked in a while. Now I'm going to change the battery in this one, make it work. That's all I had to do was change the battery. Didn't even have to reprogram the key or nothing. So, change the battery. We done.